Hey everyone, welcome back to Anu Talk Show. Today we have another coaching hotline, and it's all about attracting qualified leads. So I got a conversation with someone who is into wellness business, and she's talking about scaling her wellness business. And for her, she actually mentioned that she wants to get more leads for the business, like having more sales calls and closing the sales calls. And she would like to get more leads via marketing. So, in this episode, I want to talk to you about what you need to do in order to get more leads through your marketing, right? Like, honestly, in every season of your business, no matter if you're starting, no matter if you're growing, no matter if you're scaling, no matter in which income bracket you are in, you always want to have more leads. You are always attracting more leads. And that is what most coaches and industry expert wants. They want people to find them through the content they are posting. They want people to reach out from their post. They want people to book a call, clicking the link, or book a call from the emails that you are sending. Like, you, as a coach, as an industry expert, you want inbound leads. And like, I understand we also don't do any cold DMs, cold emailing. We are attracting the leads from marketing, right? From the content we are posting, the ads we are running. So you also want to attract qualified leads through your marketing. So the question here is, what nobody is asking is, what happens when the leads are coming, right? So I see many women of color coaches, they say, I need more leads, I need more leads, and energetically they are chasing more leads. But when it comes to the real problem and what is happening in the season they are in, what I'm hearing is that they are working very hard when it comes to marketing, but it's not creating clients. It's not creating more sales, more impact. If that sounds familiar, stay tuned in this episode, because I think one of the most frustrating places to be in as a business owner, as a coach, as a industry expert is when you feel like you are doing everything. Means you are posting endless of content, you are showing up, you are sending the emails every single day, maybe you are creating content, and you are trying to stay visible, you are trying to stay top of mind, and yet the results don't match the effort that you are putting in. So naturally your brain concludes that I need more leads, I need more visibility, I need more followers, I need more reach. And sometimes, yes, that is true, but often it's not. Because what I see happening is that coaches, they become obsessed with generating leads. I need more leads, I'm chasing leads, before they have mastered what happens after the lead arrives, after the lead is seeing the content. Think about it. If I gave you 100 new leads this month, would your business actually change? Or would you simply have more people sitting in your audience? More people opening the emails, more people watching your stories, more people saying, this is helpful, you are inspiring me, without actually buying. And this is where this shift needs to happen, because the goal is not more leads sitting in your audience. The goal, as a coach, as an industry expert, as a business owner who wants more revenue, who wants more freedom, who wants to leave a bigger global impact, is more clients. And those are two completely different things. A lead is simply a person who's interested. They're interested in the problem you are solving, they're interested in the solution you are providing. A client is someone who made a decision. And made a decision means the client paid you to be in your offer. And there is a huge gap between interest and decision. And this is why I want coaches to stop asking, how do I get more leads? That's more like a entry level question you can ask. But if you have been in this in this block for a while, in the online industry for a while, you have been working with clients, you have an expertise, that that your expertise is needed, right? You don't, like, in the early stages of business, um, working with clients and going through my personal journey, you always needed to convince yourself, I'm an expert, right? The more clients you coach, the more clients went through your offer. That is not even the conversation you are having with your brain. So you have to stop asking, how do I get more leads? And you need to start asking, like, how do I help more people to move to a decision? Because that is what marketing is actually for. That should be your marketing be around. It is not only about visibility, it's not only about education, and it's not only about giving more value. It's helping someone to move from, I am having a problem and I know I have a problem too, I'm ready to solve it now. And that is where so many women of color coaches get stuck, and which is why I believe right now that you are swimming in leads right now. You have enough leads right now that you don't need to generate more leads. Because currently you are creating content that is teaching, which is natural for you because you are a teacher, you are a coach, and that comes naturally for you. But you don't create content that creates decisions, right? You are explaining what you do, you share tips, you give value, but you are not helping your audience to understand why now matters. What is the cost of staying stuck? What happens if nothing changes? What is staying stuck is costing them more cost for them. And because of that, you people, they stay interested, they stay in the loop of, like, watching your content, consuming your content, saving your content, and you are letting them believe that they are good, doing good enough on their own. So there is no urgency for them to work with you. There is no urgency for them to get the transformation, because you are giving them the loop to stay in the loop, that they are doing enough right now and that they are safe right now, right? So your people are interested, but they are inactive. They are inactive as getting a client. And I think many coaches, women of color coaches, secretly believe that if my content is good enough, people would just buy. People would just click the link in my bio and they want to work with me. And that's not how buying decision works. That is not how buying decisions are made. People buy when they believe the problem is important, that the solution is possible for them individually, and that right now is the time for them. If one of those pieces is missing, they continue to wait. They continue to wait another 3 months, another 6 months, another 12 months without changing what is going on, without actually getting the results and the transformation they are longing for. So they wait because one of those pieces are not being addressed in your marketing. They continue to wait. And waiting is not creating impact. Waiting is not creating transformation, which is why so many coaches have an audience full of people who love their content, but they never take action. So if you're listening to this episode, right, and you are also having like these questions, um, like, hey, I want to get more leads for my business. I want to have more sales calls. I want to sell more on sales calls, and you would like to have more leads. Ask yourself, do I really need more leads, or am I swimming in leads right now, but I don't know how to convert them to the next step? I don't know how to help them to think differently, to make a decision. So I want you to consider a different possibility. Maybe what you need right now is not really more leads. Maybe you need a stronger messaging, a sales messaging that is selling for you every single day. You need a stronger positioning. Yeah, in the industry, there are so many coaches, and trust me, more coaches will join in this industry. And that is a good thing because we need coaches. Think about the best basketball player. They have coaches on their side. They are not asking AI to coach them. They are not. AI is great. It will give you more fast momentum. It will help you to get into the field. But AI won't help you, or AI doesn't really have a personal experience. AI doesn't really have a personal perspective. AI is just reflecting you back what you are actually putting it in, but it is not having a personal opinion right now. Which is why I always believe that no matter how strong AI, or no matter how many new tools we are getting into this AI marketplace, I always believe that you need a coach. I always have a coach on my side, no matter how much or how many AI tools I am using. Because when it comes to messaging, when it comes to positioning, I always go to my business coach for feedback. Yeah, I'm asking AI as well, but at the end, it is always stamped by my business coach. So instead of, so what I want to say is that maybe right now you don't need more leads. Maybe you need, again, a clear sales messaging that everyone in your audience understands what you're doing. Maybe you need a stronger positioning so that no matter how many new coaches are joining, no matter how many coaches are already existing in the marketplace where you are in, that your strong positioning will attract your clients to you. And if you're in this high ticket space, I don't think you want to work with thousands of 2,000, 3,000 people, right? You actually need like 100 or 200 in a year to hit your 1 million. And for that, you need a stronger positioning. In order to hit your 1 million, you need a stronger positioning. You need a clearer sales messaging. You need to have better sales conversation. You need to know how to create more urgency in your content, more follow up as well, and a strong sales process that turns interest into commitment. Because if you can convert more of the people who are already paying attention, who are already swimming in your audience, who are already literally not screaming but showcasing they're interested, you don't need thousands of followers. You don't need to go viral, which I believe viral will actually attract the wrong buyers into your audience, and then your Instagram is effed up. You don't need to spend all day creating content. 1 hour is enough. 1 hour a day into like spending into your marketing is enough. You simply need a pathway. You need a step by step process that is proven, that will help your audience to move from interested to invested in your high ticket program. So the women of color coaches who are growing fast right now, they aren't always the ones with the biggest audience. They are the ones who understand how to create movement with the audience they already have. They know how to take someone's attention and turn it into a decision, because they are learning how to create urgency. They are learning sales psychology and infuse that in their marketing. They are not actually hopping trending strategies here and there. Like, I do believe this yapping challenge is a trending challenge right now. I do believe when you are in business for long term, don't sleep around to be on YouTube. YouTube will literally generate leads for you 24/7. Like, literally, YouTube is working for you on evergreen. And those Yap challenges great to actually come forward, talk to your audience, talk in 60 minute, a 60-second reel. That is great. So if you're a beginner, if you want to, talk more with camera, that's great. But if you are literally looking for a long-term success in your business, you want to hit 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, come on YouTube. Create evergreen content there. This is what we are doing inside Leverage 20. We are not hopping around on trends. We are not hopping around with dancing on TikTok. We are not on all platforms. Literally, we are positioning ourselves, like my clients are positioning themselves in the industry as the top tier, with clearer, strong sales messaging, with a strong positioning, and with knowing what to say in each content piece to actually turn the interest into commitment, right? Because they know how to take someone's attention and turn it into a decision. And they are not after getting more leads because they understand more leads won't lead to more sales. So before you spend the next month, the next 30 days trying to get more leads, trying to chase more leads without um, acknowledging it, ask yourself, am I actually converting the attention I already have? Are you currently converting the attention you already have? If not, the problem is not generating leads. The problem is converting the leads you already have. Because your next breakthrough, your next sales, your next client may not come from more visibility. It comes actually from learning how to turn the interest into action. And that is the conversion piece, which where a lot of women of color coaches are struggling with. So you are a woman of color coach, you are an industry expert, you know that you need to work on your conversion piece and you are ready to get coached, to get the support, to get the feedback on how to actually double your conversion rate to get more clients from your marketing without overworking or without working long hours, without burning out, without doing complicated funnels or hopping from trend to trend. Because if you think about it, YouTube is still the same. It's not after the trendy stuff. The one thing it is after, it will push you as the coach, as the industry expert, if you have an account there, is the watch hour. That that's it. YouTube is not after anything trendy. And that's why I love that platform. Because as a coach, you can be very exhausted and very burnt out from looking everywhere and thinking, what is the next trendy stuff I should do? So when you are ready, as a woman of color coach, industry expert, you are ready to learn how to turn your current audience into paid customers. DM me the word ready on Instagram and let's talk about what needs to change in your messaging, in your sales process, and in your client acquisition system in the next 90 days to sign the next 10 clients. Thank you so much for tuning in. If that helped you, please give me a like, please subscribe, and I see you in the next episode.